Have you ever wondered where true peace and fulfillment reside? Well, what I'm about to tell you is something that can change the way you look at life. You must be aware of the divine essence that resides within you. The absolute reality is the foundation of all existence. It is a state characterized by deep peace, eternal now, and pure consciousness. Unlike our everyday experiences, which are often marked by constant change, stress, and fragmentation, the absolute reality remains constant and unchanging. It exists beyond the confines of time and space, embodying a perfect and harmonious state. In this state, there is no past or future, only the present moment, the eternal now. This timeless aspect of the absolute reality allows for a sense of deep peace and stability. It is a realm of pure consciousness, where the mind is not cluttered with thoughts, worries, or distractions. Instead, there is a serene clarity and awareness. The absolute reality encompasses all spiritual universes and stages of consciousness. This means it includes every level of spiritual understanding and awareness, from the most basic to the most advanced. All these levels exist in harmony within the absolute reality, unified in a state of perfect balance. Understanding the absolute reality helps us recognize that there is a deeper layer of existence beyond our daily experiences. It invites us to look beyond the surface of life and explore the profound peace and consciousness that lie within us. By aligning ourselves with this deeper reality, we can experience a sense of wholeness and connectedness that transcends our ordinary perception. The fall of angels is a concept that explains the shift from a state of pure spiritual existence to a more complex and divided reality. In the beginning, angels were beings of pure light, fully integrated with the absolute reality. They existed in a state of unity, harmony, and pure consciousness. However, at some point, a separation occurred. This event is referred to as the fall of angels. This fall led to the creation of a relative reality, which is the world we live in now. This new reality is characterized by time, space, and contrasts. Unlike the absolute reality, where everything is unified and harmonious, the relative reality is fragmented and dualistic. Here we experience opposites like good and bad, light and dark, pleasure and pain. These contrasts create a dynamic but often challenging environment for spiritual beings. As a result of this separation from the absolute reality, angels and other spiritual beings took on karmic burdens. Karma refers to the accumulation of actions and their consequences. In the relative reality, every action has a reaction, which binds beings to the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This cycle, driven by karma, leads to a spiritual descent, moving further away from the original state of pure consciousness and unity. The concept of the inner kingdom of God suggests that the divine presence is not something external or distant, but something that resides within us. This idea emphasizes the human body as a sacred temple where the kingdom of God exists. Recognizing this inner divine presence is a crucial step towards spiritual transformation and fulfillment. When we acknowledge that God is within us, it changes our perspective on life and spirituality. It encourages us to look inward for guidance, peace, and wisdom instead of seeking these qualities solely from external sources. This inner exploration reveals that the divine is ever present, not just in grand spiritual experiences, but in everyday moments and in our deepest consciousness. To connect with the inner kingdom, we must develop an awareness of God's omnipresence within and around us. This awareness comes from a shift in perception. Instead of seeing ourselves as separate from the divine, we start to see ourselves as an integral part of it. This realization fosters a sense of unity and interconnectedness with all of creation. Cultivating this awareness requires us to turn our focus inward. In our daily lives, we are often distracted by external events and material concerns. These distractions can cloud our inner vision and disconnect us from our spiritual essence. By practicing mindfulness and inner reflection, we can begin to quiet these distractions and tune into the subtle presence of the divine within us. Accessing the inner kingdom of God is a deeply transformative process. It involves connecting with the divine presence within us through various spiritual practices. This journey inward requires dedication and openness, but the rewards are profound. When we access this inner realm, we tap into a source of peace, wisdom, and strength that can guide us through life. One of the most effective ways to access the inner kingdom is through meditation. Meditation helps quiet the mind and create a space of stillness within. In this stillness, we can become aware of the divine presence that resides in us. By regularly practicing meditation, we deepen our connection to this inner space, making it easier to access the peace and clarity it offers. Contemplation is another powerful practice. This involves reflecting on spiritual truths and principles, allowing them to sink deeply into our consciousness. Contemplation helps us align our thoughts and feelings with the divine presence within us. It encourages a deeper understanding of our spiritual nature and fosters a sense of unity with the divine. Prayer is also a vital practice for accessing the inner kingdom. Through prayer, we communicate with the divine presence within us. Prayer can take many forms, from spoken words to silent communion. The key is sincerity and openness, allowing us to express our deepest desires and concerns to the divine. In return, we receive guidance, comfort, and strength. The power of stillness is a profound aspect of spiritual practice that allows us to access the inner kingdom of God. Stillness refers to a state of deep calm and quietness, both in the mind and in the body. It is in this state that we can connect most deeply with the divine presence within us. Stillness is not just the absence of movement or noise. It is a conscious state of being where we are fully present and aware. Cultivating stillness begins with quieting the mind. Our minds are often filled with a constant stream of thoughts, worries, and distractions. These mental activities can cloud our inner vision and prevent us from accessing the deeper layers of our consciousness. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, we can learn to quiet these thoughts and create a space of mental clarity and peace. In this space, we become more attuned to the subtle presence of the divine within us. Silence is an essential component of stillness. In our noisy world, silence can be hard to find, but it is crucial for spiritual growth. Silence allows us to listen to the inner voice of wisdom and guidance. It helps us tune out the external noise and focus on our inner world. By spending time in silence each day, we can deepen our connection to the divine presence within us and enhance our spiritual awareness. Stillness also involves physical relaxation. When our bodies are tense and stressed, it can be difficult to achieve a state of stillness. Practices such as deep breathing, gentle yoga, or simply sitting quietly can help relax the body and prepare it for stillness. When the body is relaxed, it is easier for the mind to become still and for us to access the deeper layers of our being. Connecting to the inner kingdom of God offers numerous benefits that profoundly impact our spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being. When we tap into this inner divine presence, we experience a transformation that enhances every aspect of our lives. One of the primary benefits is experiencing inner peace. In our fast-paced and often chaotic world, finding a sense of calm can be challenging. By connecting to the inner kingdom, we access a deep reservoir of peace that remains constant regardless of external circumstances. This inner peace provides a stable foundation from which we can approach life with greater balance and tranquility. Clarity is another significant benefit. The inner kingdom is a source of pure consciousness and wisdom. When we connect with this inner space, we gain a clearer understanding of ourselves and our life path. This clarity helps us make decisions that are in alignment with our true purpose and values, leading to a more meaningful and directed life. Spiritual fulfillment is a profound result of connecting to the inner kingdom. Many people feel a sense of emptiness or lack of purpose in their lives. By accessing the divine presence within, we find a deeper sense of fulfillment that goes beyond material achievements or external validations. This spiritual fulfillment brings a lasting sense of joy and contentment. Overcoming obstacles is a crucial part of accessing the inner kingdom of God. As we embark on our spiritual journey, we may encounter various challenges that hinder our ability to connect with the divine presence within us. Understanding these obstacles and learning how to overcome them is essential for deepening our spiritual practice and maintaining our inner connection. One common obstacle is the presence of distractions in our daily lives. Our modern world is filled with constant noise and activity that can easily divert our attention away from our inner self. These distractions can come from technology, work, social obligations, and other external demands. To overcome this, we need to create intentional spaces of silence and stillness in our lives. Setting aside regular time for meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection can help us tune out the external noise and focus inward. Another significant obstacle is the tendency to focus excessively on the external world. We often seek fulfillment and validation from external sources, such as material possessions, social status, or the opinions of others. This outward focus can prevent us from recognizing the inner divine presence and experiencing true spiritual fulfillment. Shifting our attention inward and prioritizing our spiritual growth over external achievements can help us overcome this obstacle and deepen our connection to the inner kingdom. Limiting beliefs are another barrier that can hinder our spiritual progress. These are deeply ingrained thoughts and attitudes that convince us we are unworthy or incapable of connecting with the divine. These beliefs can stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative self-talk. Overcoming limiting beliefs requires a conscious effort to recognize and challenge them. Affirmations, positive self-talk, and seeking support from a spiritual community can help us replace these limiting beliefs with empowering ones. In our journey through life, we often seek meaning and connection in various places, hoping to find fulfillment and peace. Yet, the true essence of our being and the profound connection we long for are not found in external achievements or possessions. They reside within us, in the inner kingdom of God. This sacred space is always present, offering us guidance, wisdom, and an unending source of love and strength. Embracing the inner kingdom is an invitation to explore the depths of our consciousness, and to recognize the divine presence that resides in every moment. It calls us to be still, to listen, and to trust the quiet voice within. As we deepen our connection to this inner realm, we align ourselves with a higher purpose and a greater sense of unity with the world around us. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.